Hey, welcome back, friends. Radon is a harmful radioactive gas that you can't see, smell, or taste.
Dr. Ellen Hahn is here to talk about Radon Action Month. Thanks for being here.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me.
So for folks who aren't aware, tell us more about what is radon.
Sure. So radon is a radioactive gas. It lives in the soil and the rock, and it comes from uranium and radium.
Okay.
So it's not harmful when it's just sitting in the ground, but when it's harmful is when it gets trapped in your home or in your workplace, in any building. And it is a cause of lung cancer and
wow.
perhaps other cancers. We're still doing research on that.
Interesting.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
how does that even happen? How can we get radon, I guess, into our homes like
Well,
that?
it just seeps in through cracks, through pipes, through sump pumps, through all kinds of ways. And it's a gas, right, that's denser than air, so it's going to rise and then kind of accumulate down kind of at the lower level of your home. And it's a myth that if you don't have a basement, you don't have to worry, because we've even measured it in mobile homes, in homes on crawl spaces, in any home or any building. It loves to rise, and it'll rise up out of the ground if it's allowed to. And really not to worry. I mean, there's a really simple way to know if it's in your home, and that's to test. You know, radon is colorless, odorless, tasteless, so you can't.
You don't know.
You don't know unless you test.
That's a good point.
Pretty insidious, though, without any symptoms or being able to identify what's happening.
You just got to test it.
Any other health concerns? I mean, as this progresses, as the longer you're exposed to it.
Right. It's like anything. There's no risk-free level of radon, but obviously the higher the dose, the worse it would be. So if you've lived in the same home your whole life and you're just now testing it and it's high, and high means over 4 picocuries per liter, which is the EPA action level for radon. We have done one little study that has shown that people exposed to radon are more likely to complain of breathing symptoms like cough and fatigue and breathing, shortness of breath. But that's new research, and we know we've done studies and continue to do studies to see if we can figure out if there's a biomarker for radon. Right now, there's no way to know by looking at your blood or your urine or your hair, you know, like there is with tobacco smoke. And one of the things we're concerned about in Kentucky in particular is because we have such high rates of smoking and secondhand smoke exposure. We know that if you're exposed to both radon and tobacco smoke, your risk of getting lung cancer is about 10 times.
So we need to really work this into our home culture. I mean, you know, we know smoke detectors and we know carbon monoxide detectors, but we've really got to have some radar frontline defense here.
How do we get one of these test kits, or where can you find one?
It's simple. It depends on what county you live in, but if you're in Fayette County, you simply call the health department and they will send you one, or stop by the health department and pick one up. If you're not in Fayette County and you're not sure, you can always call the Kentucky State Radon Program.
Is there a cost?
Get a free. It's totally free.
Oh, wow.
Now you can also stop by a home improvement store and purchase one for about $12 to $15. But you don't have to buy it. It's very simple to test, and there's no reason why really you shouldn't test.
What's that next step after you've done the test? And you say, uh-oh, I'm above 4.
What do I do?
What do we do?
Exactly. So it depends on the time of year. This is the perfect time of year in January, in the winter months when your home is closed up to test. We say, it depends on what your level is, but we say don't panic. You know, you can always retest it with a longer term test kit that's a little bit more expensive, but not much. And then call us. We'll walk you through it. There are certified radon mitigation professionals, and it is the state law that you don't fix it yourself, that you call a certified mitigation professional who will give you an estimate, and not just anyone, but make sure they're certified by the National Environmental Health Association, so they know, that they know what they're doing. But it's called mitigation, and it's simply a way to route the gas out of your home so that it gets out into the air. And again, not difficult, but it does cost something. And so that's one reason why people either don't test or don't fix. They're kind of afraid of how much it'll
Sure.
cost. But again, good time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
it
you're
really
going to
is.
get your tax money back, if you're getting a tax refund, it's a good investment.
Price
And
is too high to not fix this, so we're
Exactly.
talking
Yeah,
about
those
your
health
health.
concerns, absolutely.
Exactly.
Right, right.
Right. Well, we thank
Very
you so
good.
much for being here
You're
and walking us
welcome.
through all this. If you missed any of those details, we'll post this entire segment for you on our website, WTVQ.com. Hey, be sure to follow us on all of our social media pages as well.
I'm glad the law doesn't allow me to try to fix it. Seriously.
Me
That's
too.
dangerous.
Absolutely not. Leave it to the professionals.